tried to get a fucking real job, but no one wants to fucking hire me! Okay, fucking quit!
That guy's a lying sack of shit.
NovaOnline, you know, he's a lot of things to us. He's the food review guy. He's the guy we go to when we want to know what Burger King's about to drop. He's that karaoke legend, you know, that his pipes make you feel better, you know. But what he definitely is a creep. NovaOnline was born as Gabriel Gage on June 8th, 2004. He was born in Idaho and made different videos through other accounts on YouTube, posting some low-quality gaming videos and some in-person vlogs. However, he first gained internet attention through a Wingstop review a few years back.
Trying Wingstop for the first time. Cajun seasoned fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10.
Now, as you can see, Nova's got a certain disposition to him that people were first drawn to. He's got that little goofy vibe to him, but he was just seen as that, you know, little weird kid who wanted that internet attention and fame. However, that soon turned to infamy due to Gabriel getting some allegations thrown at him. One of these being a Discord call that had surfaced of him singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to an alleged 14-year-old girl.
How I wonder where you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Now, in light of these allegations, Nova would take to addressing them via a couple TikTok lives in which he would try and tackle the claims, but the chat was definitely not having
Not
that.
small TikTokers just trying to be fun, but all you want to do is falsely accuse them of crap they never did. Y'all are being legitimate assholes. Have you ever seen an episode of Darman? You would know to not be an asshole to people you don't know nothing about.
Now, since I've started covering Nova, his phone quality, it's gotten a lot better. This live, it looks like I'm peering through a kaleidoscope. I don't really know what I'm looking at. And also the fact that he referenced Darman earnestly, that had me geeking.
Don't judge people before you get to know them. Proof my ass, it's all photoshopped. It's been proven. You're in timeout for like 5 minutes. Then I'll turn back on speaking privileges. Maybe.
This live stream is from when the allegations first surfaced, so you'd think that Nova would have tried to grow and enhance his streaming techniques, but he still does this same little charade. When the chat starts berating him and calling him mean names and just overall he just doesn't like the atmosphere at the time, he doesn't end his stream, he just turns on sub-only mode and refuses to let the majority of his chat speak, because, let's be honest, who is subbing to Nova? Who? And when he does this, people just leave, because what's the point of being in the stream if you can't poke the goofy little bear anymore?
Better effing behave. You guys need to get a job instead of wasting your fat asses on small TikTokers. Those are clearly effing photoshopped. And if I can, I'll get my effing lawyers into this. This is you, and this hand is me. Gah!
Yeah, okay. Now, after a little time had passed, there was another critical error that Nova would make, and it happened when he was attending a Bible camp at his church. He would make a video that showed him reviewing a Monster Energy drink, while he and his fellow churchgoers awaited transportation. But in doing this, he docks himself.
Sunrise Monster Energy, and if you're wondering why I'm not at home, I'm at my church for Bible camp. We're just waiting to board a bus to go to Cusick. So, we're trying Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy in the morning before we go. It's 7:46 a.m. First impressions. Smells like orange juice.
Now, it could just be me, because I'm not the biggest fan of energy drinks of any kind, but pounding a Monster Energy tangerine flavor at 7:46 in the morning, yeah, that just sounds foul.
Alright, cheers. And that's kind of what it tastes like. Like, this tastes like orange juice with a hint of tangerine.
Now, you can imagine after Nova made this, the repercussions of his online life would follow him swiftly behind, and people started calling his church and telling him what Nova had been accused for online. And in doing so, Nova was then banned from his church, and this made him a lot angrier than he was before. Nova would then go and address his TikTok followers on a TikTok live.
Breaking point! You're effing trolls who have nothing else better to do! Anything else better to do than sit down on your fat asses and eat your
Since these allegations and different controversies that have surrounded Nova throughout the years, he's found it very difficult to try and cement himself as a content creator, given that a large portion of his audience just comes to troll him and brings up his past. However, it's not just Nova's past that haunts him, it's also his current antics that have been getting him into trouble. Recently, Nova started a Discord server in which it was supposed to be an 18-plus server. However, the only security measure that was put into place was a CAPTCHA prompt and a confirmation box that gave you the option to select if you were 18 or not. Understanding that an ID verification system wouldn't be trusted by his fans, or lack thereof, Nova went the route of trusting his supposed fans to follow the rules. However, this did not end up being the case. Nova's server would eventually get nuked, and after it was taken over and deleted, Nova was live when this happened, and you can see his reaction was pretty expected.
Oh no, not the server! The server got nuked! The server!
Now, when this all happened, Nova was live, obviously, and I was in his Discord and in his TikTok live. I had just gotten home. I got a milkshake. I was feeling good. I pull up his stream, and it's right before, the calm before the storm. And when this happened, I can't tell you how funny it was. It was so funny. He was freaking out, and everything that happened, it was just peak. It was quality content.
No! Fuck! 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 And there goes the server. Ugh. Fuck me sideways!
Now, as y'all know, Nova has a very toxic relationship with the people who watch his content, and for his sake, I really see no gain from what he does online. He already lost his TikTok monetization a couple weeks back, and also it seems like he might be losing his YouTube monetization. If y'all saw my recent TikTok, he was losing it about his his AdSense or something, I don't know. But he makes very little off of his social media platforms, but his Cameo has been popping recently, which if y'all are watching this, don't buy his Cameo. What are you doing? Don't give this idiot any more money. There's no reason to do this. Unfortunately for Nova, he's got that sort of clout derangement syndrome. He's addicted to the views, and he's addicted to the possibility that he can actually become a real content creator, which in all likelihood, that's not going to happen. Nova could have just rode out his TikTok fame by just being that nerdy little guy who enjoyed his food reviews, but with everything that has happened, that he's done, not just everything that's happened, he's doing this. This is his fault. He has been active in ruining his chances of becoming a content creator with what he chose to do. And also how he just reacts and responds to everything going on in his life. He's constantly dumping all of his personal information online. He's always yelling at his chat. He doesn't really understand what it takes to be a content creator and have an actual fan base. He just likes to yell. And quick point also, Nova recently turned 21, and prior to his birthday, he had been assuring his chat that he would not be having his World with T-shirts arc, and when he drinks, he's going to be able to control himself. However, if you've seen his recent YouTube live streams, he's been hitting the alcohol, and with that, he's been crashing out on viewers, and I don't think that alcohol and Nova are going to be a good mix for his sake. It has been hilarious to watch him get real angry after he dominates his second Smirnoff Ice of the night, but for his sake, he really needs to chill it on the alcohol. Now, to further prove my point, I took some of my TikToks and just cut them up real short for y'all to see. Just crash outs, him yelling, him getting real mad, real guttural at his chat, and you can see he's unenjoyable to watch.
You want sub only turned on? Can you learn how to be fucking nice?
Okay, fucking quit! Time to send some people to fucking Pound Town. Stop begging me to turn off the slow mode, or else I'll make it higher. I do not fucking ignore chat.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face, but
Y'all can see it. He gets mad, he gets angry, he pitches his little fit. Why won't anyone be nice to me? And a comment on one of my TikToks said it best, honestly. Why would anyone be nice when he's swearing in every single sentence? Nova's live streams are really boring, and this usually is how it goes. Okay, I'll lay it out for you guys. Who don't tune in regularly, this is how a Nova stream usually happens. It's 75% silence, 20% crash outs, and 5% random babbling about the game he's playing. Now, as you guys know, Nova's got a real deep iceberg. He's got things all over the place. He's got his beef with Tofiachu, his never-ending job search, his feud with his uncle, his ever so horrific house situation, with all the clutter and all the mess. And those are all topics that I plan on covering in future videos. However, I just wanted to step into the NovaOnline lore within a YouTube video. I've been doing the TikToks and cutting them all up and just seeing, what I could do with it. And so if you guys came from my TikTok, or if this is on your feed and you wanted to learn more about Nova, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope to see you guys all again. Thank you so much. Deuces.